Adwoa Saah interview with Mami Akosua Serwaa must be disregarded. Mumbongu, you are discriminating against Odo Broni by referring to only one of the custodian wives as the wife of Daddy Lumba.
Oh, sir, Daddy Lumba first wife, Mami Akosua Serwaa, a granted interview for the first time with a year Adwoa Saah. Now, interview the Mono Mami Akosua Serwaa. Actually, quite fast is here. The late Charles Kudufusu, I friend say, Daddy Lumba, when you baby ekro. Now, interview no more. Ghana for baby no better Tabontin. Ghana for baby no. Actually, imagine for interview no. Now, lawyer Bakwa or social media aswa and ababe kasa afa interview no analyze interview no osusu say interview no sabe akomia kwa say eye nhwehweni mu interviewer awose Ghana fo ebosa interview no egu de nti na okasa asem we na abusia interview no mo abusia ye ma me Akosua Serwaa akire bibi kakra afa okonfo aso ehia the late Charles Kudufusu a friend said that Lumba ye ni kunu awenya baby ekọ na busia nko tie nsem ne kakra embra na eba the lawyer no eka no afa se interview no ehwehweni mu interview ana se ewose Ghana fo ebosa interview we etugu no eba betudwa ama onso we hu se ne nsem no atie.
Why don't you like saying that you are Mrs. Fusu?
I'm still Mrs. Fusu.
Like you are so quiet like
but then in become obibu but Mrs. Fusu.
Have you ever listened to your husband's songs and it felt like as a new radio you me want some walker?
It's Odo Broni. Yeah, now you see me Ghana since Obo Saah because there was one day now criticize the Sharon upon occasion so Serwaa my young bravity. Oh yeah.
Like you go for the training mama.
Oh no. We hear just one word.
No, the BBR. Did you ever see him as like? Was there a day you looked at him and said, "Could you read too much?"
No, okay. We are not minute tonight. Now, me started from beginning until now. Me who no normal. Me say in the Juma. No, so wow. Thank you.
Wow. He did that song here?
Yeah. It was one night. He used just one night.
Life in Germany, how has it been in general?
It was very, very difficult. Beginning wasn't easy. But with the God grace, we make it.
Well, friends, maybe go back to Ghana now.
Oh, back to Ghana, no, but they will call Holland, we call Belgium. We call Britain. Because first language,
How are you able to navigate that? Because me who at a point say that the crowd was no German custom. I don't know what to say kasa because
customer shina no kasa no na odi eju na odi ko shopping no na odi eno ma wo ko school na say kindergarten. Yes.
How many years did it take you though to be able to speak the language?
But it was a long time.
I think the best America is
Libidish.
Okay.
Libidish.
I saw Paul. I
don't know some issue when me will be so or one of them and I say Kitano. This is the money officer.
The whole world and people around are just showing you love at this time in your grief.
Just an interview kakra beto social media also with a year Adwoa Saah na full interview no Adwoa Saah new a year ni YouTube channel abetumi akọ the full interview na kakra beto abonten a lawyer just waje asem no edi mu tintiman no analyze a year the whole interview ade aba beto abonten etrese na lawyer yi edi wo social media also a year very good mawena alote esquire lawyer ya be betre nsemu say in somewhere a Mami Akosua Serwaa any Adwoa Saah ade ahyehyɛ so anase wo ye no ntwayi esanse etia obi efa hodie so esan ehuni se ehwehweni mu interview na nsama nan na sa lawyer yi ejina so analyze Enkuni chira na adwene fa ho say eye nhwehwenim interview.
Adwoa Saah interview with Mami Akosua Serwaa must be disregarded. Mumbongu as totally something that must not even be listened to. I didn't make sir, because when you're making such a public interviewer, you have to make sure, say, whatever statements are will be canon, it is fair, it is accurate, it does not discriminate, and lastly, it will not raise the issue of defamation. Now, I'm in Chichumo. Under Article 17 of the 1992 Constitution, it can about equality before the law and freedom from discrimination. Wo Adwoa Saah, you flew all the way from London. Epejina Germany, Ekatre say you've come to Germany to come and interview Mami Akosua Serwaa. But then you said you are interviewing Mrs. Mami Akosua Serwaa Fosu, the wife of Daddy Lumba. Again, Uka say you are going to you are doing it because you like to do good. I listen to you. Now, before the law, the high courts of Ghana, can say there are two legal customary wives, Mami Akosua Serwaa and Odo Broni. So when you come here and you do not interview Odo Broni and refer to her as also the wife of Daddy Lumba, is that equality before the law? Certainly not. You are discriminating against Odo Broni by referring to only one of the customary wives as the wife of Daddy Lumba. You are not giving an accurate legal interpretation. Yenye high courts aka. That is even what disrespecting our courts ewo Ghana ha. Because what to meet now with Germany ho and can say there is Mrs. Mami Akosua Serwaa Fosu as the wife of Daddy Lumba. Our courts, like I say, there are two legal wives. What was the essence of that statement?
I have in front of me, I've got here the wife of Mr. Charles Kojo Fosu, Daddy Lumba, Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu, aka Mama Lumba, and that's her beautiful self.
Now, what about Article 21 of the same 1992 Constitution, about freedom of speech. But that freedom of speech is subject to the freedoms of other persons. Ubet not in this media, so now woka saniama say, you want to show pictures. Kofa 19 kujuho pictures 1770 pictures. Ebetre that the lumpa or kumbi the hair of neba. Calvin. Now I can say he is the heir. Who determines the heir to the estate of Daddy Lumba but our courts? So that is the second issue that I want to discuss. You have no business and no legal rights to determine who is the heir to the estate of Daddy Lumba, because their Wills Act Eka say if a person dies and leaves a will or who must inherit him or her. So nipa na anya will it falls under intestacy, and so the Interstate Succession Law PNDC Law 111 deals with sana esa yenche niniama ensifa. So who gave you that legal right to come and sit here and tell us who is the heir? You determine who is the heir. Please.
Special selected few. This gentleman, this legend, was your dad, and all they knew was Kojo Fosu, or Charles Kojo Fosu Deal, as daddy. Here we see him performing his daddy duties, combing the hair of his heir, who happened to be Calvin Fosu. And here too is his lovely mum, Akosua Serwaa, with him. And these two pictures speaks in volumes. I was more determined to show you these pictures to let you know that whereas we see or we saw Daddy Lumba as a music god and as a legend,
you can't do that at all, because is Calvin the only child of Daddy Lumba? That he is the daddy. You are showing those pictures to show that Daddy Lumba was not only a legend, but he was also a father. Haven't we also seen videos of Daddy Lumba being a father to all his children he had with Odo Broni? Haven't we seen him standing by his catfish pond with his last born, that he's showing him how he tends to his fish pond? So what are you trying to prove? What chaos, what disrespect are you giving our courts? What is the relevance of this, your interview that you had? Referring to Mami Akosua Serwaa as the wife of DL is something that is very, very defamatory to Odo Broni if she wants to take you on, because that is not the true picture, and that can even make people, reasonable thinking people, can even question her status and even think that and even make her lose respect before people, that she's not even a legal wife, and she can even sue you for defamation. So 3 things are here. There are 2 customary wives, so you had no business talking about referring to one person as the legal wife, and that alone, even in itself, is defamatory, and you have no legal business determining who is the heir. For someone who married a man who had several baby mamas, and there's talk all over the place that apart from the several baby mamas, there are also a lot of adulterous relationships that your husband is involved in. You should know better that you had no business even interviewing one person, because you know the system, how it operates. You advise people on the Delay Show that if you were to come into this world again, you would advise anybody that the person should not marry a man who has baby mamas. And you do this, you go interviewing one wife when there is another legal wife. Why didn't you interview her as well? 1 year has passed. It has been celebrated. We have all moved on, and we are still moving on. Let's sleep in those lies and stop chasing clout and resurrecting old wounds and things that are not important anymore. You have never disrespected, according to you, you've never disrespected any of those baby mamas. So this interview you granted, are you not disrespecting Odo Broni? Let's sleep in those lies. Then when people come after you, you do not understand the legal implications of your interview that should be just thrown into the gutter, but rather you come and try to justify that you are trying to do good. Why didn't you do good to your own marriage? Why didn't you look sharp in your eye and not end up with a man who has several baby mamas? See, you can't do that to your own marriage, but you are here doing good to somebody's marriage. When the Bible says that remove what is in your eye before going to remove other people's own, you are one of those people that he was speaking to. Stop chasing clout, and remember that legally this interview you granted is of no use and must be disregarded.